Hello everyone, welcome back to another anime review. We are reviewing an anime called Don't Hurt Me, My Healer. Now this anime is really interesting, and I'd like to say that this anime is really fucking funny. But first I thought it was going to be serious because the main character is fighting a grizzly bear. The bear is trying to impale him with his horn because he has a horn on for his nose. And the funny thing is the fact that the healer says, if you want my help, gravel on your knees. I'm like, what the fuck? And by the way, the main character has a helmet on his head, and he's a level one weak link. But the funny thing that happens is the fact that even though I can't do this with a straight face, man. Like even though she said that if you want my help, gravel on your knees. He tells the bear to stop fighting him, and then he starts arguing with her. She wants him to join. He wants him. She wants him to make her into his party. He does that, but he wants to ditch her after it's done. However, she tries to heal him, but instead of healing him, she decides instead of healing him, he curses him because he starts yelling at her again. The curse, however, is pretty fucking funny because the curse she can't live. He can't be she can't leave his side on a certain amount of distance if she moves to a different state, he will die immediately because that's what the curse does. He has to be over 300 meters away from her. If he's 301 meters away from her, he will die. And because she can't, but yeah. So the bear decides to be devil's advocate because he's getting pissed off at it, and I think it's pretty fucking funny. And then their journey begins. So the thing about this journey is the fact that they get a new character involved, which you think, okay, another normal person. The healer's an elf, and well, looks like an elf, and he's shining armor. So who do you think the two other party members are? Well, the first party member is a fucking mushroom, which I thought was fucking funny. I'm like, why is this mushroom talking? And then he decides to join them because he's part of the main cast, which I thought was fucking funny. So yeah, that is pretty fucked up, and I think it's awesome. But yeah, that's what the main gist of that is. So our main protagonist. So we have a mushroom. The other character that joins the party is a maid, but she comes very late, so I don't really care. So it's for laughs. It's not being serious because the mushroom and the fucking healer, the elf lady, like to take pot shots at the guy. Like they entered their first dungeon, and the guy falls off a pit, and you think he's gonna hit a spike on there's spikes on the bottom. No, instead there's a fucking like mattress at the end of it, and he hits that. Like I don't understand the concept of it. Like the second shot he hits, the walls are coming in closer to him, but then the wall stops before he gets like uncomfortable positions. It's pretty fucking funny. Like the whole entire anime is like making fun of fucking fantasy anime, which I think is pretty fucking funny to some extent. But I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like this makes no fucking sense. Like why the hell is this chick taking pot shots at him if he's still well he has to be in the party with her because if he leaves her or ditches her, the curse will kill him. Although he does get rid of the curse at some point, but then the curse comes back because of the fucking crown that he wears. But he does beat the final boss fight, and it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, they meet a lot of monsters that they talk to and help them out instead of fucking, like, doing other shit. I thought it was pretty fucking funny. I don't know why this anime. I thought it was gonna be more serious when I started watching it because I thought it was gonna be serious because of reasons. I was dead wrong, and I laughed my ass off the whole entire fucking way. So, as for the characters bouncing off each other, I think they do really well bouncing off each other because the main character likes to yell at everyone because they like to take pot shots at him. And even when he's not yelling at them, he says it in such a calm voice that he's like, he doesn't really care anymore. That's pretty fucking funny. I love that concept of him bouncing off himself, whether he's getting pissed off by yelling at them or he's just being like, he's just like, I don't know. He's like being so calm and collective that he doesn't really give a fuck what the fuck's going on. And I think that works really well. As for the other three characters, I think that they bounce off each other really well, especially when they start taking pot shots at the main character, which I think is pretty fucking funny. I don't know why this anime is so fucking funny. I love it so much. But I'm giving this anime a 9 out of 10 because I don't think it deserves a 10 out of 10 because I think it takes itself not too seriously more times than not, and there's only like a few scenes, a few episodes where it is serious, but I can't take it seriously because of the fact that they're just moments. Like that's the only reason why it doesn't get a 10 out of 10. If it was more serious to some extent, I would probably give it a 10 out of 10. But I'm giving it a 9 because of the fact that it's not serious. There's not a lot of serious moments in the anime, and most of the serious moments are at the very end of the season. So I think that's really interesting. But I'm giving this anime an out of 10. I laugh my ass off. You will laugh your ass off watching this anime. I think it's pretty fucking dope. But what are you guys' thoughts on this anime? Would you like to watch it? I would highly recommend watching it. It's pretty fucking funny. But I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Always stay positive and always have a nice day. Bitches! So yeah.